You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
Okay, Donald Trump won the South Carolina Republican primary on Saturday. As projected, the victory is not by the double-digit margin the pre-election polls had suggested. Still, this makes back-to-back victories for Trump, who more than doubled the vote of his closest competitor in New Hampshire last week. Cruz and Marco Rubio remain in battle for second place. Now, what is interesting about the Trump victory is that he's still at 30%. I mean, it's a victory, but it seems like every time one of the candidates drop out, the numbers for Trump do not go up. They go up for the other guys. In this case, Cruz and Rubio. I mean, even Jeb Bush got 11%. So this is kind of interesting because we have someone who wins primaries, but if he wins with this consistent numbers of 30%, doesn't exactly look like a winner in November. When you take Cruz and Rubio and Jeb, since he came in fourth, he must be considered a force here. One can argue they are all establishment politicians, or at least the kind of politician that one would expect to run for the presidency. Obviously, Donald Trump does not look like the politician that one imagines running for president. He's a blue-collar billionaire who's very much in the same tradition as William James Bryan or even Juan Perón of Argentina. The word loose cannon, of course, is an understatement. This man has made more controversial statements in the past 8 months since he started this than practically any other candidate in the history of the nominating process, which started in the 1960s. So let's assume for a second, if we can imagine this, that Donald Trump gets elected president. He will make Silvio Berlusconi and other, shall we say, flamboyant, out-of-control candidates look pale in comparison. In spite of what Trump says, he will not fix the kind of things that he says he will fix. Just because he's a businessman doesn't mean anything. He can build a wall, but that's not the only thing that presidents do. Presidents also have to deal with foreign leaders, come to understandings, and of course compromise. The word compromise doesn't appear in Donald Trump's vocabulary. He's arrogant, he seems to be obtuse to other people's opinion, extremely shallow when it comes to understanding the Constitution, laws, rules and regulations of government. In a word, he's a boor. I believe that this kind of behavior is the sign of immaturity, which explains his narcissism. His sense of paranoia, dependency for attention, and aggression are all the result of deep immaturity, what psychologists call personality disorder. He's a child. He throws temper tantrums. So that's the kind of man that we're probably going to elect for president. My guess is that the American people know better. There have been loose cannons in the past as well. Pat Buchanan, John McCain, Newt Gingrich. But even these folks were nothing compared to Donald Trump. So I stand by my view that Donald Trump will, if he's nominated, will not win the election. And I will go even one step farther and say that he will not even get the nomination for the Republican candidacy.
You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.